Uh, do you believe that states and cities are going to experience revenue shortfalls as a result of the economic lockdown, try to contain the spread of the coronavirus?
Yes, Senator, I do think that's what we're seeing.
Do you think they're going to be substantial?
Yes, I do.
Is your municipal liquidity facility set up?
Yes, it is. Well, we're probably 10 days away, 2 weeks away from it actually being operational, but not quite yet. Is the
and
answer.
As I understand it, you basically will buy short-term paper like revenue anticipation notes from the states, which will allow those states to issue that short-term paper at a lower interest rate. Am I correct?
Well, they'll be able to issue it at all in many cases. So yes, we're supporting market function there. And that, by the way, that should support market function across the municipal markets in longer term maturities too.
Do you know how many states are prohibited by their constitution from borrowing money to pay for operating expenses?
I think 49 states have a balanced budget amendment or balanced budget requirement. I think that's
yes,
right.
Sir. But a lot of states have, in their state constitutions, they're prohibited from borrowing money to operate government. They can borrow money to build things, but not to operate government. You aware of that?
Well, I thought most states could borrow during the course of a year for maturities of less than a year to smooth out the inflow of cash, revenue anticipation notes, tax anticipation notes.
Right. Have you had a lot of inquiries about the municipal liquidity facility?
Yes, Senator, we sure have.
Okay. Secretary Mnuchin, do you agree with what the chairman said?
Yes.
Okay. Let me offer you an observation, Mr. Secretary. I'm not expecting you to comment on it. It looks to me like the game plan is to have Senator McConnell, Senator Schumer, Leader McCarthy, Speaker Pelosi, and you go off and negotiate a deal on the next package, if there is one. And then you will bring that deal back to the Republicans and Democrats in both houses. And if the past is any indication, the Republicans and Democrats in both houses who don't get to participate in the negotiations will moan and groan and complain and then moo and follow their leaders in the chute like cattle. I'm not sure that's going to work this time. I think that whatever deal y'all come up with is going to receive serious pushback from both Republicans and Democrats in both houses for a variety of reasons. I could, of course, be wrong, but I doubt it. Why would we not agree to allow the states to use the $150 billion that we have already appropriated to them to address shortfalls in their revenue base as a result of the coronavirus?
Well, Senator Kennedy, I just want to comment on the first thing. I have no intention of doing what you've just described, nor do I think I did that in the past.
Secretary. It's been done in the past. It was done last time. I'm not being critical of you.
In all fairness, Senator Kennedy, there were at least 20 or 30 senators of both Republicans and Democrats that participated in the detailed analysis of the last bill.
Well, I understand, but there are a lot more members of the House and the Senate. And I'm not being critical. I'm just telling you, that's the way it works around here, and we all know it. Why would you not be supportive? We've already spent $150 billion in the CARES Act. The states have it. We know they're going to have shortfalls. We may not be able to pass another bill. I think it's less than 50% chance of passing another bill. Why would we not allow states, without appropriating any new money, to use that money to address revenue shortfalls that you and the chairman of the Fed both agree are going to exist and be substantial. And why would we not do that today?
Well, Senator Kennedy, I appreciate your bill, and I know I had the opportunity to meet with you and other senators with the president. And if there's bipartisan support for that, I'm sure that the president and I would look forward to that.
What would it take for you to agree to support it? How do I demonstrate bipartisan support?
Again, I think I have a call scheduled with you later today, so I'm happy to talk to you more about it. But again, I think the president and I have said if there is bipartisan support for this and the money has already been allocated, that is something that I assume we'd very seriously go along with. But again, there has to be broad bipartisan support.
Right. How about if there were 60 votes in the Senate? Would you consider that bipartisan support?
Now, would you please be brief?
Again, I would just say I appreciate.
How much time do I have?
You're a minute and 15 seconds over.
I'm sorry. I can't see my clock.
We're going to have to figure that out. Several have had that problem.
Could you have him answer that one for me, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chairman?
Again, I leave the details to you and the senators there. I appreciate the unanimous support we had previously, but I leave that to you.
I'm sorry I went over, Mr. Chairman.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.